I'm sure you're all waiting to hear about t-shirts. So sadly, over winter break, I waited on the edge of my seat to hear back from Dr. McKay, Allison McKay, the head of the department, and we didn't get a no, but we got a sorry I didn't see your email. And the very last day of break, she got back to me and she said, "Oh, Dan, sorry I didn't see this. You're probably going to go with Plan B now and pursue in-person distribution." So she was right. We always knew that this was a possibility. I hope I made that clear enough. I had it in the few emails that we sent out about t-shirts. I had it in our presentation. I put it in the order form. So I hope no one's surprised by this, that they didn't get anything in the mail over break. And if you are, I'm very sorry. Maybe I didn't prepare everyone enough for this possibility, but there was always a plan B, and I hope I made that clear enough. But what I'm doing now is I want to get these t-shirts to you. My closet is stuffed full of t-shirts. I can't move for the amount of ASCE t-shirts that I have. I put one on myself just to get them out of the closet a little bit. So I want to get them to you guys. I'm working with, actually, conveniently again, Dr. McKay, because she is the head of the department. We're setting up some sort of in-person distribution method. The problem with this is that it has to be very safe, very regulated. We have to know who's coming when and how many people were there and on what day. There has to be a schedule. So it's pretty rigorous. I've heard some questions about if I didn't get to order my t-shirt for possible over break shipping, am I going to get to order one now to pick up in person? And the answer is yes, but I don't want to do that before I know what it's going to look like, because we might need some more information, like when you can come get it. So this is happening really soon. I can't tell you how soon, but it's not going to take the whole semester. I'm going to push a little harder than I did over break and get some more responses from the department, and we're going to make it happen. I don't think it's that difficult. I just think there's a lot of bureaucracy that I have to work through, and it's tough. I want everyone to have their t-shirt. I know you paid for it. I want to get it to you. I'm on your side. So it's happening. And thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it. If you have any more questions, send them to me personally. I'll drop my email in the link. I'm happy to field anything. But really, the answer most likely is going to be, I don't know. And I'll know soon. So again, thank you for your patience. I'm excited about this, but it's moving slowly, as things with bureaucracy and COVID always do. I just want to get that out of the way first. ASCE t-shirts still happening. Okay, a thing you've heard me say 100 times, national registration for ASCE Central. It's a global organization. I am not the head of ASCE, I'm the head of our chapter, but there are many, many, many chapters which are all combined into sections and branches, and ASCE Central runs the whole United States ASCE chapter sections and all of them underneath. So it's a big organization. We're just one small part of that. And you as students get access to that organization for free. It's a lot of money you can save by signing up now. It's, I think, around $240 a month or something like that once you're not a student anymore. So signing up now is pretty handy. You get a few things when you're out of school. They provide PDHs, which are continuing education credits. Sometimes these are required. They can be expensive, but ASCE provides 10 of those for free. They've got a mentoring program. I am part of the mentoring and mentorship programs here in the civil department. So I am a mentor and a mentee from an industry person, and I'm mentoring a student. So mentorship is really important. I've gotten a lot out of the programs here. And I think if you're a recent graduate, having a mentor is extremely important to just show you the ropes, give you some support. So that comes with ASCE membership. They've also got a lot of volunteering and leadership opportunities. I know that before everything happened, they used to do Habitat for Humanity. We were signed up for that program. So that's just an example of one of the volunteering opportunities you can get from there, and some great networking tools. If you're part of an organization, that comes with a lot of conferences and meetups and emails. But you get to meet people in your organization who are working in the same profession as you, and that's really valuable. So the place to go is asce.org/membership/student, real simple to remember. And if you're feeling bored in Zoom lecture one day, instead of hopping on Instagram, maybe go on over to asce.org and sign up for national registration. Here's just a couple upcoming opportunities. I sent these out in our email, but I like to reiterate these because some people don't see that in time. We've got a Kimley Horn info session. That's this Monday at 6:30 p.m. Kimley Horn always puts on a great show. They like to come in and they give a really good presentation, especially if it's before the career fair. So they really wanted to push for a spot before Wednesday. They're probably going to try to show off really well for you guys and get you excited to talk to them on Wednesday. Speaking of, that's the SWE Career Fair, Society of Women Engineers. That's happening all day from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Of course, it's not in person. It's on Handshake, sort of our proprietary networking software here, sort of like LinkedIn for students. You have to register for a session personally, and they put you in a one-on-one sort of situation with an employer. Sometimes there can be more than one, but usually it's just you and them. I think it's a actually easier experience to go through than the in-person career fair. So make sure you register for those. You have to sign up soon because they opened registration, I think, last week on the 18th. So they might be filling up fast. Maybe get one of those spots with Kimley Horn so you can tell them how excited you are to meet them on Wednesday. So watch out for Zoom links to our info sessions in the weekly email, but SWE is going to be through Handshake. You all know where to find that, handshake.com. A third upcoming opportunity, I think this is really exciting. I got sent this by Greg Boyer. He is pushing this seminar that they're hosting. Some of you might have heard about Columbus Smart Cities. They're doing a lot of traffic tracking and smart parking initiatives. It seems really interesting. I think they're just getting their feet planted right now, but they've got a lot of big plans and a lot of funding to make those plans happen. So they're giving a presentation. Smart Cities is coming, and they're pairing up with COTA, the Central Ohio Transit Authority. That's the people who run our buses. Thursday, February 25th, which I almost said that's next week, but it's January, so forget that. It's the end of next month. I'm going to be there. I think it sounds really cool. I put this QR code up here because you can't click a link in a presentation through Zoom. So if you're interested, go ahead and take a picture of this now, give it a quick scan. But this was also in our weekly email. So just a few fun events coming up for you guys to participate in. Okay, with that, I'm going to hand things off to Andrew Gort. Andrew is from ASCE Younger Members. That's one of those chapters under the huge umbrella I was talking about with ASCE Central earlier. They are the under 30 recent graduates who work in the ASCE department, but I won't steal Andrew's thunder. He'll explain to you what they are. And he also works as a project engineer at Hill International. So he's going to give us a great presentation. Andrew, take it away.
Thank you, Dan. It says I can't share while you are sharing.
Oh, I bet that's absolutely right. So I'm going to stop. There you go.
Can everyone still see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Like Dan said, my name is Andrew Gort. I'm a member of the Central Ohio Younger Members Society, and I'm here to kind of tell you a little about who we are, the benefits of continued professional organization involvement, and how we can be used as a resource for you as a student chapter. A little bit about myself. My name is Andrew. I graduated from Ohio State Civil Engineering 2012. I'm currently working as an assistant project manager for Hill International, and I'm also the current treasurer of the Younger Members Society. The rest of our board, maybe some names or faces you guys recognize. Evan Mickey is our current president. Justin Wilkinson is our current vice president, and again, myself, the current treasurer. So Younger Members as a whole, we are a subsection of the American Society of Civil Engineers Central Ohio section. Kind of like Dan touched on earlier, there's pretty much an ASCE section no matter where you'd go after college. So make sure you guys get plugged in with those, and then in turn, their Younger Members societies. Anyone under 35 is what we would generally consider a younger member. And we like to try and meet roughly once a month. At least that was our goal during the non-COVID times. We're still trying to work through the kinks of how we're going to do that moving forward, but still trying to meet regularly virtually, stay in touch with our younger members. Younger Members is really a great place to network and meet others in the same profession. I'm sure you guys are all starting to realize that civil engineering is a very broad profession. So getting to see how your role plays into a project is actually very beneficial for you as you continue to grow in your profession. Our events are generally circulated around one or two of the different types of events, some kind of social event, a business development or networking event, as we call them, or some type of philanthropy event. So I'll kind of give you a little more information on what we see in those in the next few slides. Social events, we use these as kind of a platform to either bring in the student sections or the main section, so we can see people that are beginning to start their career or further along in their career. So it's also beneficial to us to kind of mentor or do that mentee role like Dan had mentioned. We've done this a few ways in the last few years. Laser craze for some laser tag. We've gone axe throwing, been to 16-bit arcade, or Kingmakers for a board game night. So we try to have some fun also while we're kind of decompressing from our work weeks. Our philanthropy events. The biggest one we put on each year is the STEM Expo, and STEM is obviously science, technology, engineering, and math. A little more background on this. We try to coordinate this to be right around Engineers Week, typically the end of February, beginning of March. We gear this toward students in K through 8. We do this by bringing exhibitors, excuse me, such as Honda, OSU Civil Engineering Department, ODOT, Columbus Zoo, et cetera, where they're going to provide an exhibit or an activity for these kids to learn hands-on that the STEM field has a lot to offer, can be fun, can be exciting, and really enjoyable for them in their young, impressionable ages. If you want to follow us on Facebook, there's a link right here, which we can provide after the meeting as well. This last STEM Expo was held at Worthington Kilbourne High School and included some slides with pictures to give you guys an idea what this event is. There's about 200 to 300 kids that come through from a variety of different exhibitors where the kids are able to learn hands-on about the STEM field. So everything from Honda bringing in a slot car derby track where you're able to build a car out of like marshmallow tires and spaghetti axles to another firm bringing in an air cannon where the kids learn about trajectory and whatnot. So they're really getting to see that this fun, exciting things have a STEM background to them to get them interested. Sadly, this year we're not able to do our STEM Expo. It's kind of a disappointment for us because it's something we look forward to every year due to the COVID restrictions, but we're still trying to look to maybe do something virtually. Another event we like to do towards the end of the year is in early December, where we all get together at Kingmakers for a board game night, but we also do a toy drive / board game drive for Toys for Tots. And lastly, Dan also touched on this. We've really been getting into the Habitat for Humanity vibe the last few years. That's something that we as engineers have really enjoyed doing hands-on. Essentially, we give up one of our Saturdays, we all meet together and get to put some engineering into practical use. Last year, we were scheduled for mid to late April, but that got canceled due to COVID. So we're shifting to late 2021 currently for us this year. And due to the feedback we got from the people that participated the last time, this is something they really want to focus on every year. So we're trying to prioritize that moving forward. Business development events, or network events as we like to call them. The biggest one we do every year is right around OTEC. OTEC is the Ohio Transportation Engineering Conference. It is the largest transportation conference in the country, where you and about 4,000 of your closest friends and family and industry get together for 2 days of seminars, info around the new upcoming technologies in the transportation industry, what ODOT's going to be doing in their upcoming programmatics or changes to their schedule. After that first day, ourselves, the younger members, partner with a few other professional societies, namely ASCE, ABCD, or ECC, to put on a happy hour at one of the local bars so that you're able to continue networking and growing as a professional in a more fun, relaxed kind of environment as opposed to the stuffy confines of the conference. Also, another thing we like to do is held in June. ASCE main section has a golf scramble they do every year. And in turn for the younger members volunteering to do the concessions, providing food, beverages, and snacks to the main section during their scramble, we're given a percentage of the proceeds, which is essentially our biggest fundraising event of the year. So we're able to have these social events and do our philanthropy events such as STEM, the STEM Expo, and Habitat for Humanity. Continuing your ASCE involvement, I'm sure I'll sound like a broken record to all of you by saying ASCE membership after graduation has its benefits. I'm going to talk mainly about Central Ohio section, but again, there is an ASCE section pretty much everywhere you guys are going to go, and I would encourage you to plug into those if you do relocate after graduation. So for Central Ohio, you get to meet civil engineers throughout the area and really develop a personal and professional relationship with other members. If you don't hear anything from what I'm saying at all today, I would really encourage you to take away the second bullet point. I can't highlight that enough. that developing a personal professional relationship with someone in the industry is very valuable for your career moving forward. I'm sure you've all heard the phrase, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that is very true in any industry you get into. A great example, Justin, our VP, I got to know him through years of ASCE younger members. We did the STEM Expo together, a lot of these networking events. And when he was looking for a change in career, his resume came across our company's HR folks, and they reached out and said, hey, he's in younger members. You're in younger members. Do you know the guy? And I said, yeah, he's a great fit for our culture, good fit for our company. And that was the little leg up Justin needed to get the job at our company. So coming in and networking with other folks in the industry has its, it's worth its weight in gold, frankly. And touching on some other things that Dan touched on for ASCE National Section, once you guys get to the point of having your professional license, you need to achieve certain PDHs every year. And ASCE will give you 10 free ones that you can do virtually and on demand, pretty much on your own time. And it doesn't cost you anything else besides a membership. Then they send you a monthly magazine. You also have access to technical documents for graduate research. And again, if you're under 35, you qualify for younger members in Central Ohio. But what does that kind of look like? How do you continue your membership post-graduation? Again, kind of reiterating what Dan said, you register with ASCE National as a student member for free. Then the next year is free after graduation. We've also noticed in industry that a lot of companies will actually pay for your continued membership because they realize that not only is that benefit to you as an individual, but they're able to get you to network and meet other people in industry that could be a client, a future partner down the road. So they realize that the benefit of you staying involved also benefits them as a company. Younger members as a resource. The thing we really want to focus on this year as younger members is being a regular available resource to you as a student chapter, especially with your upcoming career fair on Wednesday. We want to be there to offer some before the interviews and stuff, free resume reviews. So if you're interested in doing something like that, I would get your resume and contact information to your officers, who will in turn get it to us. Or if you just have questions about the interview process, we're happy to answer those. Especially with Wednesday coming up, myself, Evan, and Justin are very eager to help you guys get your resume noticed, because what we've seen in industry is a lot of resumes coming through look the same. So how do you differentiate yourself from others, or what kind of questions to expect? Those are the kind of resources we're looking to provide. Or if there's something that you guys are looking for that maybe we haven't discussed, we're all ears. Following that, if there's any questions on the presentation or younger members, civil engineering as a whole, feel free. I should probably stop sharing.
I'll send the younger members Facebook out here. There you go. I noticed you mentioned that.
Thank you. So if there's no questions or you don't want to ask those in front of anyone else, feel free to shoot us an email. Dan can get you our contact information, and we're happy to answer those, especially before Wednesday coming up for you all.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can pass anybody who has questions for Andrew along, especially about that resume review. That might be pretty valuable. Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Appreciate your time. I'm going to close this out here.
All right, thanks for having me.
Okay. So thank you to Andrew. That was a great presentation. I just want to mention real quick at the end here that our next journal body meeting is Wednesday, March 17th. It's going to be a joint presentation, hopefully, with the Structural Engineering Association of Ohio. And there will be more details about that coming up. It's a month away. I don't want to give too much away too soon. Danny.
Isn't that February 17th?
That's February 17th. Thank you. It's Wednesday, February 17th. I should not keep this up on the screen for too long. I don't want to confuse anyone. Thanks for that catch. Okay, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I appreciate you coming. You guys always pay such great attention, and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks. Officers, stay on for a little bit after, please.